get over here and the camera with you.
Oh,
Okay, face me a little bit.
all right.
Okay, this way. Okay. Yeah, okay, good. So, all right, so you've been here a little bit on a week, I think. And just kind of wanted to get a little bit of a rundown on what you, why you came and what you're feeling and how you're sensing improvement, and that's it. Just come from your own sense of what's up.
Let's see, why I came was I felt it was important to have you see me in person, because there's, like you said, there's a disconnect. Or I felt there was a disconnect in terms of doing Skype sessions, because you can see me, but I think it's important to see me in person. And then the other thing was just, yeah, as we've been discovering, I suspect I was doing a lot of the exercises incorrectly,
Mm-hmm.
and getting frustrated, and wondering why they weren't working, and yeah, just feeling a sense of exhaustion, because again, I've been battling this for about 5 years, and just wanting to, I guess, to boil it down, I want to be able to breathe, at least start. I mean, it'd be great if it happened here, but to be on the pathway so that I can be back to breathing normally before I got sick.
Mm-hmm.
To me, my life, there's a before life, before time. That's how I measure my life right now. Is in 2010 when I got sick. It's like this cutoff point. There was this life that I had before, and the life I have now, and I want my life that I had before.
Mm-hmm.
But I put that in qualifiers, quotes. I don't want the life I used to have, kind of like what you're saying. I'm trying to not make it overly complicated. I'll simplify it. I want to be. I've told you all the garbage in my life. I want to live life differently, and I think I've told you this before. I want to be in such a state that no matter what happens to me, I mean, if I get something, I mean, God forbid, some other horrible thing happen in my life, I don't want to have this happen again, where, suppose, I'm breathing normally and then some other icky thing comes along in my life and it starts this up again. A prime example is Jimmy Carter. I don't know if you heard that he'd had like melanoma and it went to his internal organs.
Okay.
And the guy, it just blows me away. I mean, most people would be freaking out. And the guy's smiling, he's leading Bible studies at his church, here he is, this ex-president, is if, and the thing that blew me away more than anything else is I'm looking forward to the adventure. Even, because he had a really good doctor, I mean, that was part of it. They weren't putting him on chemo, he had a little bit of radiation, but they put him, in a special program, and that was what blew me away. He says, I'm looking forward to the adventure. I mean, he takes it as it comes, good and bad. With me, and I have a tendency to do this with my faith, I go like, if something crappy comes along, I go like, oh man, it's like, because again, the before time was that, I wanted everything to be fine and dandy, no bad stuff happening, and all the bad stuff happens, I'm going like, what's going on? Why is this crappy stuff happening? But it's just life in general. But yeah, so getting back to the point is I want my life back, but I want a better life. I guess that's so that something like this never happens again. But yeah, getting back to the sickness, I got sick in 2010, so that's a cutoff point where I was relatively healthy, and now I don't feel healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And I want that healthy me back. I want it back, but better than before. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I think we're I'm seeing a lot of the restrictions that you had that are falling away, and I just going to be real interested in seeing you 5 years from now and how different you're going to be.
Yeah.
Because you're getting you have the interest in changing, and there's a lot of things that you just were totally unaware of that you're becoming aware of now, and appreciating them, and you're willing to learn. One of the beautiful things about people who take the time to show up here is that they're willing to learn.
Mm-hmm.
They're open to learning. And so what we do is enhance your awareness, your learning skills, your ability to be calm and more to more readily absorb what's going on, and then to stabilize, to create a nervous system foundation where you, like I say, people will go out of balance, but they need to come back into balance. And so you'll be less going out of balance and more be able to come back into balance, because stuff happens, but, and you have the intelligence to appreciate this, and what we need is more body wisdom. So you're getting that, and it's a slow process sometimes, and or often even. And so we, over time, learn to be more in tune with ourselves, and to make decisions based upon how we feel and what we want. So those of us with severe family history have not grown up with the ability to get in touch with how they feel and simply express what they want. And I think we all need to learn to do that better. So that's really part of the process here. Anything else you want
Let's see. Yeah, I guess in terms of my expectations, I'm one of the things I was hoping was, I'm still hoping, I mean, it could happen, was in my coming here, I guess it has a lot to do with what my expectations are. I want to be, like I told you, I mean, I want to get the boot off my neck. But how long it's going to take, I mean, I would love for it to happen, like, boom, right here, and then go home and then back to normal breathing.
that might happen.
And it might not.
It might not. And what we have with people that are over-tightened, like an overwound watch, is that the releasing of the tensions can come in incremental steps, as you've learned when we did the strapping techniques. After they started working on you, you noticed that there was, oh yes, I got this, and you were like 3% improvement, 4%, 5% was the best. When I've had people with 50% improvement, they just go, oh my God, it's opened up. But you're a little too tight for that. So we need to work with that and be patient. The expectation can create a sort of an energetic deadline. And I remind people of the key word of deadline, which is dead.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we want to get away from expectation, more into openness to head in that direction.
Yeah.
And the sense of progress, the sense of more than, instead of defining things, I'm still tense. When there was improvement, but you can't measure improvement unless you measure improvement. You don't get from Charlotte to Chicago saying, I'm not there yet, as you travel forward. You get a sense of how much further you have to go, you know, and that I'm not, I have more to go. I have more to go. And so we need to measure progress in terms of progress, not in terms of what we don't have. And that way we can be open to learning and allowing and relaxing and receiving. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, and I'm already coming to that conclusion. If you put deadlines down, it adds to pressure and stress and anxiety and defeats the purpose of what we're doing.
Exactly.
It must be done by this date.
Yeah,
which is a natural tendency for all of us. I mean, like I was telling the Amazon, I want it by tomorrow or today.
Yeah, it's this internet instant gratification, and of course we had it before, but since the internet, it's been magnified many times. So you know, take it a day at a time and knowing you're going in the right direction. I remember when I was in my 30s, I just didn't smile. And my face was like, you know, life's a bitch and then you die. And so I went to get my face rolfed. And they did work with deep tissue, got in my face, it would relax so that I could smile. And I actually felt that I could relax my face and start to smile for about an hour.
Yeah.
And then it just got tight again.
Yeah.
And then I tried it again a couple days later, and the same thing. It just loosened up, and oh yeah, it feels more relaxed. And then next day, back to this way. So third time, I just gave it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was, and now my face can relax, and I'm a serious person, you know. But now my face can relax, and this took a long time, over a period of years. So, you know, the things that we do and don't do all begin to add up over time. And so one of the things that you're here for is to learn the things to do and to not to do, so that they begin to support this new way of being and doing.
Yeah, kind of like, and not smiling, because you can tell I smile a lot, even when I'm feeling pretty crappy on the inside. I'm pretty cheerful, but what do you call it? Crying. I know, not that I was taught that men don't cry, but I just bottled it in. I mean, there were times when I was younger that I wanted to cry, but you know, I go like, oh, I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna basically control my emotions. And boy, ever since, well, all this stuff happening, the illness and my mother dying and my cat dying. I mean, I've cried more in the last 6 years than I did in the first 40.
General Patton said, never trust a man who can't cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But, yeah, it's good. I mean, I'm not to the point of being, there are certain people in the public eye who seem like they cry on a whim, you know, just, I can't remember who but I was just...
Boner, the former,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, Boehner or Boner, whatever his name was.
Yeah, he'd cry, and I'd go like, my goodness, it's like, okay, well...
I mean, it's phony tan, yeah.
Yeah, I'd go like, good grief, and... another example, he doesn't do it as often as Vice President Biden, especially after his son died. I mean, it's just, good grief, he's got, I mean, it just, yeah, I admire people like that because of what they've been through, and they just keep going. I mean, I think he lost his wife and a child early on, and now he just lost his eldest son. So. Yeah.
Well, you know, one of my mantras is you can breathe through any negative emotion if you do it properly long enough. So you can breathe. That's one of the Native American, you know, grieving. They go out and they scream and yell and hit and strike and they blow through it. They breathe through it. So when done properly, most negative emotions can be breathed through. I'm pretty sure this is the case even in severe post-traumatic stress, although it's just a lot harder to do, and it needs more support, proper support and insight around the breathing process to be able to maintain it long enough and properly to breathe through it, let it transition from emotion into memory. So, okay, well, I guess unless you have anything else, it's good for this check-in we're doing, and we'll get back to you all later.
Sounds good.